Hey everybody, it's Gil. It's that time again. It's time to snoop through my collection. And today we're going to be going through the K's. Hold on. Hey, so it's another day, another dollar, and it's another time to go through the collection. You're not bored yet, obviously, because you're watching this, but I'm starting to get a little bit. Nah, I didn't get bored. I could never get bored of this. Records. Hello. Duh. Anyway, off here we got Henry Kaiser with those who know history are doomed to repeat it. So it's pretty good. It's not. I've heard some better ones of Henry Kaiser, but this one I ended up buying this one because had a version of the Andy Griffith Show theme on there, so I was just like, oh, gotta hear that. And then we have another Henry Kaiser album with Fred Firth with Friends Like These. It's pretty intense, you know, experimental noise. It's pretty cool. Kansas, Point of No Return. No spelt with a K, as in Kansas. We also have Leftoverture with the classic, you know, Carry On My Wayward Son. This is one of my favorites here. Clark Kent, otherwise sometimes pronounced as Clark Cunt. This is Stuart Copeland's solo project. It's just amazing. I think everyone should have this album because it's fantastic. He's also got a release on CD of all of his collected works as well, so it's pretty cool. If you're like a Police fan and so forth, and Stuart Copeland, now you probably already have it. So Nick Kershaw with Human Racing, Radio Musicola, and The Riddle. I was introduced to Nick Kershaw myself when I was 12. And I was watching Live Aid, and he was performing on Live Aid in this album, and I was just like, whoa, I really like that. I gotta go out and find that. So I went out and found this album, and I loved it. I loved it ever since. So. See, I even have the date in here. Oh, it just says fall of 1985. So, yeah, I've had this album since I was 12. 85, man, crazy. Here I got Regina's classic Kick-Axe with Welcome to the Club. Also have Rock the World. I do have it autographed. I showed that on another video of mine. I had it autographed by the whole band and so forth. I also used to have Vices, but I don't know what happened to it. It just kind of went poof. You know, sometimes you have those issues. Maybe you lend it to somebody or something. I mean, I always used to. Well, I still do. I still lend my. Maybe I'm over trusting. I lend my stuff out, and I forget I lend it out, and it poof, just never comes back. So I don't know whatever happened to my copy of Vices, but one of these days. I do have it on CD, so, and also have Welcome to the Club and Rock the World as well on CD. So kick-axe, man, love it. But yeah, someday I'll get Vices again. Stephen Kilbey, Earth. Stephen Kilbey, Australia, was with the Church. This one's actually a cool, clear vinyl, which I just think is beautiful. I like that one. It's a fantastic solo album. It's all instrumental. There's a couple of tracks on there where they're like church songs, but they're just the instrumental pieces on there as well. So it's a really good album. I recommend it. Carole King, Tapestry. Everyone's familiar with this one, King Crimson's In Court of the Crimson King. Can't get enough of this album, honestly. I mean, I have a lot of, I like a lot of King Crimson. But all the King Crimson, mainly, other than that one, the other King Crimson I have on vinyl, I mainly got it like a used sale or something. They were all from a radio station, a local community. Well, it was a college radio station called CKUR. I have Young Person's Guide to King Crimson, Islands, the infamous King Crimson trio of Three of a Perfect Pair, Discipline and Beat. But I mean, like, the covers are all roughed up, but the albums are still fantastic. Kissing the Pink with What Noise. This one's got Turn the Radio on it. Kitaro. I had a couple other Kitaro albums, but when I was going through my phase of instrumental music, you know, like Oldfield and Jean-Michel Jarre and stuff like that, I also had a couple of Kitaro albums, but I still have this one though. The Knack, Get the Knack, The Little Girls Understand. My personal favorite album of The Knack, Round Trip. This one's got Africa on it. Which is fantastic. Kraftwerk with Autobahn, The Man Machine, and Electric Cafe. So. Those are the three I have on vinyl still. I'm gonna have to get some more, I guess. Trans Europe Express would be good to have on vinyl. I do have a copy of it on CD, but no. Lenny Kravitz with Let Love Rule. That was the thing about Lenny Kravitz, is I really liked this first album, and then all of his other stuff was just kind of like, you know, it's not really my kind of thing. It's good. I mean, there's a couple of them that are bad, but this one's I feel like is the only Lenny Kravitz album you need. And then my last K, Crocus, Headhunter, classic Crocus album. So those are my Ks. But thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Comment below. Make a subscription, whatever. I noticed that I'm getting close to 100, so I might have to come up with some sort of contest or something. Everybody else does contests, right? I guess is that the thing people do? So, but it's cool. I never really expected to get that many people coming up. So, but the numbers are close to 100, and I'm pretty stoked about it. But I'll think of something. So, but thanks for joining me. It's been a pleasure to share my records with you and that, and we'll be playing again. Catch you on the flip side. I guess I do have. I mean, it's not the end of the world because I did rebuy it on CD. Thought I did.